Thank you, Jessny. Good afternoon, everyone. Jessny told me 2 slides because people are going to be after lunch, so make it quick. Happy to be here today. I have a team here as well, so I just want to acknowledge them. So Nixon Lamb is our Environmental Affairs Manager, Martha Weston is our Government Affairs Manager, and we have a civil engineer, Matthew D. And I wish Sydney was still here because we brought our intern, our youngest person on our team. SFO, I only have 2 slides, so the next one is a lot of words, so I'll just describe what it is. We have 8 miles of shoreline. The airport's been here, originally started as... Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so airport's been here about 90 years, started in 1927, originally Mills Fields, 8 miles of shoreline. What's important at the airport is not just a facility for passengers. We service, as of last year, 58 million passengers, many destinations locally, 17 different countries. We actually have 42,000 people, residents in the Bay Area that work at the airport, either through airline jobs or SFO staff, or the ones that service the passengers. So it's a huge economic driver in the billions of dollars. So it's a huge asset for the Bay Area, not just for San Francisco. We are a city and county and San Francisco agency, but we are, as Supervisor Horsley said, and Supervisor Pines, we're in San Mateo County, and we're here to work with all of you on the...
Yeah, right.
So, we talk about daily flights, 1,300 daily flights. These are the data set. Infrastructure-wise, we have 4 terminal buildings. By the way, Terminal 1 is going to open. You can invite yourself to the opening of the event, right? There's a free ticket. You can come and check out Terminal 1 without getting a ticket in July. 4 runways, there's a wastewater treatment plant, and we have a lot of infrastructure there. And we have to protect it. So what it is that the airport is actually currently mapped in the FEMA flood map, the 100-year storm, 1% annual chance occurrence to the whole airport. With the majority of it is within the 100-year floodplain, and we have to protect it. We have existing protection around most of the airport. We do have gaps. We have gaps. Let me see if I can make this work. So this area, there's a Coast Guard facility, there's a gap here. This is a wastewater treatment plant, we have a gap there. So those are our immediate risks, and we're working towards getting a solution. So what is the solution? So our solution is pretty much looking at evaluating our existing shoreline protection. As we said, most of them actually meet the FEMA criteria, but we're designing not just for FEMA criteria in terms of 100-year flood storm, but we're designing in addition for sea level rise. So 36 inches sea level rise is what we're designing it for. Just a typical solution of what it looks like. We're unable to retreat for the airport because the runways are there, and that we're looking at more of a armoring solution. So either a concrete wall, replacing what that is, and or a sheepaw wall with revetment on the outside. And then we're working with adjacent cities and also the County of San Mateo, Caltrans as well, and I think we've met with actually Samtrans as well. And we recognize that we're in the OLU for Como San Bruno, so we're working with all the cities in that area. And I'm glad that Councilwoman Martin talked about hope, because I think we want to talk about 2 things before I leave. Is Nixon Lam, our Environmental Affairs Manager, is looking at opportunities to provide for environmental mitigation bank, sort of a sea level rise bank. So if you have projects in the bay or on the waterfront that look for environmental mitigation, come talk to us. We're trying to set up something where it's going to be economical and an opportunity for you to participate in. And the other piece of hope that I want to offer up that Sydney brought up about the doom and gloom this morning was that at SFO, the larger strategy for strategic plan is to create opportunities for people to minimize their own carbon footprint. So we're designing facilities that use less energy, use less water. We're encouraging multimodal transport, so commuting to work site, reducing the trash going to the landfill, minimizing the amount of plastics that are sold by our vendors and so on. So we're going to compostable clamshells for the vendors and the terminals and so on. So those are areas of hope that I wish that I wanted to share with Sydney if she was still here. And where we are with this project is we are completing our environmental documents and submitting for our environmental review end of this year. So again, come talk to us, Martha, Nixon, or Matt, if you have any questions. And I want to just offer up that we're doing our best to protect the asset for the entire bay. And it's a very important piece of Bay Area history that we're trying to keep